Let's go.
Hello, pita rollers in training. Today I will be demonstrating how to assemble and roll a pita. This is one of the most important procedures that will be done during your employment at Pita Pit, and we also offer other items such as smoothies and pita and chips and cookies, but the pita is the center focus of what we do here. Pita Pit is a company that was established in Canada in 1995 as a healthier alternative to traditional fast food and has since made its way to the United States and still continues to grow in the U.S. today. And the part of that growth is thanks to employees like you making quality food, staying at the top of their game. So the purpose of this procedure is to make quality pita that is also economical for us while still providing a good product to the customer. So let's get started. Hi, today I will be demonstrating how to start the order taking and pita rolling process. First, as the customer walks in, you will say, "Hi, welcome to Pita Pit. What can I get for you today?" And the customer will state their order.
I'd like a chicken Slovakia today.
Alright, the customer ordered chicken Slovakia, which is one of our most popular pitas. And then I will yell that out to the person at the grill. "I need a chicken Slovakia."
Sous vide.
Alright, and we also have little terms for, to kind of speed things along, and sous vide is our short term for Slovakia. You'll learn some of those things as you go along here. After the order is taken, the grill person gets the order. They will throw down the meat or veggie option. We also have many veggie and breakfast options that we put on our menu. This usually doesn't happen because there is often another person down here, but today I will be doing both the order taking and the pita rolling. Then you will ask the customer if they want their pita on white or wheat.
I'll take it on white today.
Okay. Then we'll have the pita on white, and there's different kinds of pitas here. There are also smalls. So be aware that if a customer orders a small, not to put down a regular pita. So when you're down here, you're going to want to ask if they want white or wheat, as well as if it was a regular or small. Was it a regular or small?
It was regular.
It was regular. See, I already knew that because I took the order, but most of the time, like I said, you may not be taking orders as well as making pitas, so it is important to ask that. Also, when starting an order, especially during a rush, this is very important. Make sure to call out what you're starting to the person at the grill. So for instance, right now I would say, "I'm starting a sous vide."
Sous vide there.
And then they would say that the sous vide is now. Now sometimes pitas can be a little temperamental. You may have to give them some extra steam. So in addition to pressing this button, you may also, the top button, you may have to press the bottom as well to make sure that it gets as much love as it needs to open to prevent breakage. Now, we also have a list of recommended builds if the customers, either tripped up, doesn't really know what they want, what to recommend to them. Or if we're making catering platters, this is generally what we go by. And it's conveniently behind the counter for you. And now, you'll ask the customer what they want on their pita.
Alright.
Okay, now when you take your pita out of the steamer, you're going to want to make sure that it's in football shape, not like this. You're going to make sure it's in football shape, and you're going to open it up about 40% of the way, so about like that. And then you're going to ask the customer what they would like on their pita.
I'd like to get it however it normally comes.
Alright, so that's whenever we would refer to our recommended sheet, which the recommended for the Slovakia is spinach, tomato, onion, cucumber, black olive, feta, and tzatziki.
Sounds good.
That's, if the customer says that sounds good, then that's what we're going to do. So we, put our spinach inside here because the spinach kind of takes up a lot of room, these vegetables, and you can get away with a little more of that because it squishes down. And then just a little pinch of tomatoes, cucumbers, black olives. Now you're obviously not going to put as much of these ingredients in here because they are a little more dense. They're not as easy as the vegetables or as the lettuces, onions. And then feta. With the feta, you're going to make sure to level off the spoon. You don't want too much. And tzatziki sauce. The tzatziki sauce isn't labeled, it's down here because it's a thicker sauce. Put that on top. And then you would ask the customer if they would like anything additional in the pita or anything on the grill.
No, that looks good.
Alright, if that looks good, then I will say sous vide ready on one. This is, if there's a okay. Alright, and once you're ready for the meat to come over, you will say sous vide ready on one.
Coming over.
And then they will come over with the meat. Now, if this is during a rush and there is more than one pita, like for example, this would be on 2, this would be on 3, and so on and so forth. Now when you roll the pita, you're gonna make sure everything's in here, because sometimes when you bring it over to the grill, it can get a little messy. And fold that over. Get your hands in there with a bare paw, just kind of. When I first started working here, they told me to keep it smiling, make a little smiley face with it. And then you just kind of roll it slowly so it doesn't break. And there you have your pita. You're gonna roll it up just like this in the paper, pretty much like the same way you just rolled it. Cover the sides. Continue to roll. And if it's for here, you don't need to worry about stickering it, but if it's to go, place a sticker and then ask if they would like a bag.
Alright.
And there you have it. That's the basics of how to roll a pita here at Pita Pit. Okay, now that we have demonstrated how to roll a meat pita, now I'm going to demonstrate how to roll a veggie pita, but this time using a small. So if a customer orders a small, you're going to want to make sure to probably seam the pita a little more than normal. I have already done so because they tend to be a little bit thicker and not open up quite as easy. So the same rule still applies. You're going to open it football shape, the side of the hole facing up, and about 40% of the way. Today we're going to make a hummus pita, so I can demonstrate that if a customer does order hummus or avocado, this applies to if they get it on meat pitas as well. You're going to want to take that hummus and put it in before anything else. Now once you have your hummus spread inside there, you're going to want to apply your veggies, and we're just going to make our recommended for the hummus today, which are recommended is spinach, tomato, onion, cucumber, black olives, feta, and tzatziki. So pretty much the same build as what I just did on the other one, but I think I'm going to change it up a bit. So let's say they ordered spinach, tomato, cucumbers, the onions, the black olives, everything is normal until you get to the sauce. And then the cheese and the sauce. And now let's say they want the pepper jack. You don't have a spoon for this one, so you're gonna wanna just kind of pinch that on there. Don't use too much cheese. And then now with this kind of sauce, it's different than the kind with the spreader, because this one we apply in a bit of a zigzag pattern. So what kind? Alright, so we're gonna use the extra chipotle, which is one of our most popular sauces, and we're just gonna apply it kind of like that. Make it look real pretty. And then there you have it. If there's nothing else the customer wants, I'm going to fold it over the exact same way. The difference is there's nothing from the grill this time, so you don't have to worry about that. And same rules apply. Still going to roll it, only smaller. Cut in the sides a little more. And there you have it, a small pita.